We're both young. I'm only 83.
Only?
There's a, I'll tell you laughing at, that's 40 times 2 plus.
Well, ding dong, Jesse's dead. Of course, you already knew that. We know that. In any case, yes, it is I, the Robozoid, your semi-likable and occasionally tolerable curmudgeon of both the Rumble and YouTube airwaves. Now, we have to talk about Jesse Jerkson's funeral that took place yesterday, actually, in Chicago. The mayor, of course, was there, and all the past presidents. Well, not all the past presidents. I don't recall Bush Jr. being invited, and of course, President Trump did not attend, because I think this was Democrats only, and after all, Chicago is a Democrat weakhold. I hesitate to say stronghold, because Chicago is anything but strong right now. So let's go forth and take a look at some of the lowlights of the Jackson funeral, because I guarantee you there is barely much mentioned here about Jackson himself as a man. As a matter of fact, the one who tends to dominate the most here is actually former President Joseph Biden, who quite honestly makes the whole thing into a big bit about himself, which, as you will see as we go along. And of course, we'll have clips of Kamala Harris, thank God every day she lost, and obviously the O dude himself, yep, the big O, Obummer, and also, of course, something else you might have noticed from watching the photographs or even video footage of the funeral. Well, might as well start with the worst of the worst himself, and that was Joseph Biden, as I said, turning the whole funeral into a bit about himself. Take a look.
83. There's a, I'll tell you laughing at, that's 40 times 2 plus. We're in a tough spot, folks. We got an administration that doesn't share any of the values that we have.
Sure, that's because your values just simply don't hold and hold up well with the American public. Like, let us say, open borders, reckless spending, transgenderism being taught to little kids, homosexuality being taught to little kids, what else should I say? Gender reassignment surgeries, and let's see, oh, yeah, of course, the coarsening of our culture, because that's what you people want. Oh, yeah, not to mention political correctness, which kids couldn't give a shit less about.
A little while later.
I told you all earlier, when I was a kid, I had a cleft palate or a club foot, none of you would have laughed. But it's okay to laugh at stuttering.
I think it's okay to laugh at you because you're nothing but stuttering, and also I'd like to club you with my foot, but I can't do that legally. Okay, now I guess it's time to talk about shit that never happened. You know, all that crap that Byedone brags about that he claims he did, but actually didn't. Take a look.
Every morning, because I got involved in my community, I quit my job with one of the biggest law firms in Delaware, became a public defender. And I spent a lot of time with the community. I was the only white guy who worked on the east side of Wilmington, Delaware.
No, you weren't.
In fact, they named the biggest swimming pool after me, the Biden swimming pool, man.
This was the diving board area, and I was one of the guards, and they weren't allowed to. It was a 3-meter board. If you fell off sideways, you landed on the darn cement over there. And Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Folks, every day is a party day with Kellogg's Corn Pops.
He said, okay. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Okay, you heard from the former corpse-in-chief. Well, let's just see what exactly Kamala Harris had to say. Because, let's face it, when she tried to give her little eulogy, again, a bit about herself, and was it just me, or did she sound drunk?
I predicted a lot about what's happening right now.
What's happening? Is she drunk?
I'm not even saying I told you so, but we did see it coming.
I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral.
But what I did not predict is that we would not have Jesse Jerkson with us right now to help us get through this.
It may be tempting.
Oh, there's more. We've got Obummer, too.
Compromise with power and grab what you can. Or, even for good people, maybe just put your head down and wait for the storm to pass.
What storm?
But this man, Reverend Jesse Jackson, inspires us to take a harder path. His voice calls on each of us to be heralds of change, to be messengers of hope.
Ah, yeah. How'd that work out for you?
Wherever we
Change.
have a chance to make an impact, whether
It's your
in our
fault we're in
schools,
this mess.
our workplaces, our neighborhoods, our cities. Not for fame, not for glory, or because success is guaranteed, but because it gives our life.
Just to be a social media star.
Jesse kept hope alive for us in his lifetime. And we've got to continue to do it.
Didn't we already wash our hands of this zombie?
Nothing beyond our capacity when we work together. Nothing. So stand up.
Yeah, like what's inside your head. Nothing. And speaking of nothing,
He made me
he made me.
president when I got in office. Because
You're next, Bubba.
he was always pushing on things. And he knew that change came from the outside in and sometimes from the inside out.
Oh, I want to stretch the girls inside out.
Has a Jesse Jackson story.
I don't know who this asshole is, and I don't even care.
The time he prayed for you, the time he held you up, the time he prayed the funeral for somebody that you know, the time he was at the hospital for you, the time, Roland, when you lost your job and he prayed you to a new
Roundhead Roland.
existence. Everybody has Sister Waters, their own Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, Maxi Pad is there too. I think that somebody's been hitting the bottle pretty hard before the funeral. It's probably not a good idea if you're going to give a eulogy at a funeral to kick back a few beers or maybe a few wines before you're going to give a eulogy. But apparently that's what Kamala Harris seemed to do. So yeah, it gets even sillier when you throw Obummer into the mix. Thank God, at least I don't think we have any footage of Clinton. But just to be sure, let's play this montage and see for yourselves.
I say, save you so much time. I know you may be busy and my mother's not famous, but would you please come say a few words?
I stand corrected, we do have footage of Clinton. Not that it makes any sense or anything.
Well, we're waiting.
I think we should not forget
If ever I heard of the pot calling the kettle black.
you allow to.
Hey, you can't say that anymore.
Supported him. I mean, Andy J. Young and I went, we both went.
The hell's he talking about?
You know,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure. We already saw Biden earlier.
I think about some of what we do today, and we talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah, and how'd that work out?
Is the
How'd that work out, Popeye's chicken pitch woman?
Equity and inclusion.
What was that? Come again?
Of diversity, equity, and inclusion.
This is bad comedy.
Living in a time when it can be hard to hope.
Well,
Today we wake up to some new assault on our democratic institutions.
yeah, let's politicize this whole thing.
Setback to the idea of the rule of law.
So much for saving the best for last.
An offense to common decency every day you wake up to things you just didn't think were possible. Each day we're told by those in high office to fear each other and to turn on each other.
Why does he keep breaking up his words so arbitrarily? What is he, the ultimate warrior if he were black?
Everywhere we see greed and bigotry celebrated and bullying.
Yeah, and guess who's doing it?
Parading as strength.
I've had enough of this crap.
Science and expertise denigrated, while ignorance and dishonesty and cruelty and corruption are reaping untold rewards every single day. We see that, and it's hard to hope.
Stop whining.
If you look at this photograph, you're going to actually notice that something is missing. You know what's missing? Yep, Big Mike herself. This is actually the second funeral that she has skipped out on. You'll remember that she decided not to attend the Jimmy Carter funeral. Yep, no Big Mike. She wasn't there. Just like the Carter funeral months ago. She just was not in attendance. I guess she had better things to do. You would think for a guy who was all about civil rights and, well, black people's rights, that she'd be there because, hey, she bitches every day about how hard it is to be black, even though she couldn't have it any better in this country, because that's the kind of whiny bitch Michelle Obummer is. So why wasn't she there? It's understandable why she didn't attend the peanut farmer's funeral because, well, peanut farmers and black people are a bad mix, even though a black man did find 1,000 uses or so for the peanut. But that was George Washington Carver. We're talking about the funeral of Jesse Jerkson here. In any case, well, hey, I'm guessing that she didn't show up because the rumors were true. The Obummer's marriage is either on the rocks or they're already divorced. I'm willing to believe either one. So this has been the Robozoid saying, I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed making it. And of course, hey, I like to laugh at Democrats' misery, and I like to make fun of the plight of the stupidest people on the planet. I can't help myself. It's just in me. So if you enjoyed what you saw, you know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. And of course, remember, I'm back on YouTube, so you can check me out over there at Robbie1976. The channel name is still Robozoid, just like it is on Rumble, so very little has changed. And what else should I say? Oh yeah, remember, wokeness is weakness, which these people will never learn. And above all else, of course, remember to be here, or be absolutely like the rest of those people were at the Jerkson funeral, nowhere, because their speeches went nowhere.